Hello once again. I'm giving you another comic book haul. First thing I'm actually going to show you aren't comic books. These will have their own video, but I picked these up. I went to the old Strathcona Antiques Mall just this past weekend. Yes, on Saturday. Saturday the 26th on Saturday. Um, they were having a special sale both Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for their regular customers. Didn't really advertise it. It's okay for me to shoot this video now and tell you about it because it's over. And they're what's it? I think in a week's time they're having their third parking lot sale of the year. That's they tell everybody about that. That's not a secret. But I picked up while I was there, and some vendors had a whole bunch of stuff like that. Every vendor was having a sale. Every vendor stall was either up. It started at 10% off, and went up to some that had 50% off. So I also picked up some packs of trading cards. I had opened up these previously, and so I wanted to get some more. And those are marked at like $3.50 each, and those are half price. So we have some Wildstorm cards as well. Wildstorm Archives, 6 Chromium cards. I forget. I didn't check the date. It's like 1995. I think these were priced at $9.50 a piece and were half price as well. And then there was these ones. We got 30th anniversary trading cards by Comic Images, 10 cards per pack, Spider-Man 2. And these were also marked at $6.50, or these were marked at $6.50, but they were half price. So, and each one of those different sets will have a different video, but at a different vendor, this one wasn't half price, but I believe it was 20% off, I believe. It was either 20 or 10, I don't know, but I saw this and I had to get it. And so 1979 Black Hole Wax Pack was marked at 12 bucks. So I had to pick that one up. And each one of those different sets will have a different video, with the videos being on every following Saturday. So those all have their own little videos. But I had mainly gone to this sale to get comic books. And just to let you know, this is part one of 2 parts of this haul, because I went elsewhere to get other stuff at different shops, or at actual comic book shops, but that'll be part 2. So this is part 1. Should have said that at the beginning. But I had seen these previously, the previous week, and then one of the gentleman told me, okay, we're having a sale next week. Maybe come back next week and get some stuff too. So I decided to put these back, risk the fact they might not be there. I think these were marked at $8 a piece. And the booth that had them was only 10% off. But it is Sonic Quest from Archie Adventure Series #1. And these are in brand new bags and boards. There's Sonic Quest #2. And Sonic Quest #3. And they're all in pretty good shape. Not super high grade. It has fine ticks along each one, but not very bad. And there's a specific appearance about from this one. I don't know the character, and in the third one it's some sort of robotic Sonic so it's actually considered a minor key because of that. Okay, so I'm gonna put those over here for now. All right, now I'm doing this. I started up on the 2nd floor of the old Strathcona Antiques Mall. Normally when I go, I start on the 1st floor and then go up to the 2nd floor. I gotta stop doing that. It's hard on my legs to start and go through all of the vendors' booths on the 1st floor and then end on the 2nd floor, then come back down. So I went upstairs first, went and got those books first off. Wanted to make sure they were there. And well, that one, I'll show you that one later. That one was one I sort of picked up closer to the end on the top floor. So the next one, I'd seen these previously, and I was like, oh, they only have issue 2 or 3. So it's the Guild #2. And these are actually in the bags and boards that they came in. And issue #3. But it actually turns out I actually have issue number 1. I didn't realize it, but I have issue number 1. I don't remember when I picked that up, but I have it. So that was good to find. At the same time, at the same vendor booth, there was also Lady Death. And this is, I forget the exact, this is in issue number 1. It's weird. I don't remember exactly, but it is definitely issue number 1 in a series, but it continues on from a previous series. And it's issue 1 of 4. But I forget what the name of the title is. And those are not dollar bin books. I forget exactly what the prices were for those. They took the stickers off, and I have my receipt somewhere, but I forgot to get it for this video. Anyway, having a day. Now I finished up on the second floor. The first thing I got, I got this before these, but I'm going to show these first. We got Ultimate X-Men number 2. This is a variant edition. Turns out I actually have the main cover for this book, and I have issue 1 and I have issue 2, and I did not realize I had them. I'm actually going to have to double check because I'm not sure that I do. But I decided to pick this one up, and if I do have the second issue, it's the main cover that I have. So it worked out fine. And the next one up, also Ultimate X-Men issue number 4. They didn't have issue 3. So I kind of want to get the first 6 of that run for sure. But if I'm going to, when I get to the reading of it, I probably will buy a trade and read it that way. So yeah, if my list on League of Comic Geeks is right, I have issue 1, I have 2 different versions of number 2, and I have issue 4. So I just need to find 3, 5, and 6, and that will be good enough for me. All right, now the last thing I picked up on the second floor was this. This is basically an old school 5-pack of comics. These are all low to mid grade. Normally priced at $15, but these are definitely old books. And this was the same vendor that did the 50% off the cards. It was 50% off this. So I basically paid $7.50 for this bundle. Now, and this bundle is going to get its own video as well. So I'm just going to show you. You sort of saw the one that's on the back. But this is the one that was the one where you sort of saw it again. But I'm going to open that up in a different video. Here, I just said there. See, you saw it. And I don't know what the other ones are. So I'm going to open it up like a blind bag, but it's not really a blind bag. And we'll see what I get. And I'll have Silver Age bags and boards ready to put them in. It'll be an interesting video. Now after all that, I went down to the first floor and looked through some of the comic books there. I knew several vendors had lots of good stuff. I went through to every booth that I knew there was comics, and I looked at one particular one had some great stuff. Matt from Patriot Comics would have liked what was in it, but the prices were just too high, and the discount they gave was only 10%. I mean, it had a Mad Balls number 1. I could have gotten that, but I think it was priced at like 20 or 30 to 25 or 30. I don't know. It was too much for me to, even with a 10% discount. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a good price for that. And there was a lot of other number 1s, but not really. I wasn't really into Mad Balls, and there was other stuff in there I wasn't really into, and some old Dells and stuff like that were westerns and I think there was a couple sci-fi ones, but nothing major. And those ones were priced very, very high. If the deal at that booth had been like 20% or better, then I probably would have gotten some of those. But I decided against that. And there was another vendor that has comics on a spinner rack, but it's almost all modern books. And the discount at that booth was only 10%, so it really wasn't worth it in my opinion. I went through to a couple other things, and one vendor in particular has great books, but the prices of it are very high. And I went to it and I thought, it's only going to be 10%. And it turned out to be 20%. So I thought, well, let's take a look through and see. And he had this in one of I think it's a he. There was this in one of the boxes, and this is The Last of the Viking Heroes Summer Special #1 from Genesis West Comics. And what's cool about this is it's a Frank Frazetta cover. And I forget who the artist on the interior is. Maybe it's Gil Kane. I can't remember, but it's somebody, or maybe it's a Kirby. I don't know. I can't remember. All I remember is I saw Frazetta on the cover, and I was like, yes, I'm taking that. So that was cool as well. And the last vendor that had comics, I would wanted to go to this box last because it had really good stuff in it that I had seen before. But I figured it wouldn't be discounted very much. But they were discounted 50% in that everything in this booth was discounted 50%. I had to control myself a lot. There was a lot of stuff I could have bought that, I mean, there was stuff with the Unknown Soldier in some really old books, but I was trying to control myself. But I saw this. We got the new Miss Marvel, issue #21, and most of these books, I think one of them was, I think, $11, and the other ones were $10, but divide that in half. So, new Miss Marvel, issue #21, and Solo Avengers starring Hawkeye and Mockingbird, issue #1. And this one, we have DC's World's Finest Comics, issue #264, and it actually turns out I have this one. I looked at it and I was like, why does that look so familiar? It's like, did Nate talk about it? Did somebody talk about it? No, it's familiar because I have it. So I will have to check and see whether or not this is a better copy than the one I have. And if it is, then the other one will go in the trade pile. So, yeah, that is the first part of this haul. The second part of it is books I picked up at WeBookIn, trades mostly. And the other thing is I went to Rolling Tales for its last day of its store being open. It's the company is going to continue as a subscription mail service, but he had to close his shop, like his retail shop. So I wanted to go and buy some things and support him as best I could before it ends. And I told him I would try to continue on have him, being custom. But where he's moving to, where he's operating out of, it might just be too far away. So I'm gonna probably have to find a different LCS now. I have several options, but I don't know. We'll see. There's some things that he's getting for me that I've already said I want, and he's going to get. So that'll probably be the last thing. Or, maybe I'll order specific things like bags and boards and stuff like that through him online. I don't know yet. But that is the haul. And like I said, keep an eye out. There's going to be a separate video for this, which will go out on, I think it'll probably be posted on the same day as this video. And there'll be separate videos for all the trading card packs. I might divide, because I got 4 of the Star Trek packs, I might do them in 2 separate ones, one on a Saturday, one on a Sunday. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But all of those packs will have their own videos. So, all right. Thank you very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. Keep your eye out for part 2, which will be in a couple days. Hope you're having a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that great stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.